Welcome to Wheelers of the North. Hi, I'm Christine Sutherland. Today I'm working with Karen. She is going to show us about her Treaty 8 territory ways of being able to massage from her chair, her kids, and her grandkids. So come along. Welcome everybody to Wheelers of the North. Today I'm with Karen Absassin in Fort St. John. Karen, can you tell me about how you became a wheelchair user?
10 years ago, I was in a quad accident.
And did you break your
Moberly.
back or?
Yeah. My T12.
T12. And what does that mean for how you can use your arms and partially use your legs
Yeah,
or
the
not use
T12 is your lower back.
Uh-huh. So do you have any use of your lower extremities?
No.
And these wheels, they're the ones that get you around?
Mm-hmm.
And what was it like becoming a wheelchair user?
What do you mean? What was it like?
Was it something that you took too quickly? Or was it something that you had learned from your grandparents? Or was it anybody else in your family that had anything to do with wheelchairs? Was this a first-time wheelchair experience?
Oh, God, no. Our next door neighbor, Grandma Gaucher, her son was in a wheelchair. He got into a car accident going to a rodeo, and he was in a wheelchair. So he knew quite a bit about wheelchairs.
You had neighbors right next door.
Yeah, right next
in
door.
wheelchairs.
Yeah.
In the north, in Fort St. John?
Moberly. No.
Moberly.
St. John.
Where is
I didn't
Moberly
live here.
in relation to Fort St. John?
Probably an hour's drive from here.
Is it a country community, urban?
It's a reserve.
A reserve. Oh.
And my grandma, her neighbor was this cute little old lady, and her husband, he was deaf and she was blind. Yeah, that was so cute. They looked after each other. And then when he passed away, my grandma actually looked after her. So we all chipped in.
So you are in a family of caregivers for each other?
Yeah.
Neighbors included?
Oh, yeah. If anything happened out at Moberly, my aunt would gather all of us together and we'd go help do whatever needed to be done. Cooking, cleaning, whatever.
And Moberly is a reserve in the north here?
It's Soto.
Soto. And are you from the Soto Nation?
Originally, yes.
Oh, that's great. Originally, like you're adopted into another nation now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you tell me about that? What's the name?
Blueberry.
So with your family here, the opportunities for you helping seem to be big too. You look after your daughter and her kids when they're in town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if they're working, yes. If they need the weekend away, yes.
And your grandson, who's 6'2"?
3.
3? Way up there.
Yeah.
And he was shoveling snow as we came in.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Didn't even take them long.
No, those are long arms.
And legs.
Mm-hmm. That was a good stroke. And what would you recommend, Karen, for people that are in the north who are in chairs? If someone is just coming into, having had an injury or breaking their back or in a chair for any reason in the north, any kinds of suggestions about the challenges here?
There isn't really any, except for in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go out in the snow unless you have one with little tracks,
mm-hmm.
which I don't have.
tracks like grips on the wheels.
You know what a cat looks like?
Yep.
Bulldozer it has those.
Yep.
Those.
Oh,
things,
I
yeah.
see. A belt kind of thing that moves them forward.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you seen those chairs?
They're all over Facebook. They're all over.
That's great. Mm-hmm.
Even have commercials on TV.
It sounds like the ideal chair for up here, doesn't it?
It would be, yeah. But
And you are able to, because I've chased you in parking lots and places, you're able to move your chair yourself in and out of vehicles.
I have a ramp, so.
Mm-hmm. And how does that work?
A ramp?
Mm-hmm. Is it in the side of your vehicle, in the back of your vehicle, into the driver's seat?
On the side.
On the side.
Just comes out, I roll in.
Mm-hmm. And then do you have any electrical lifts or do you transfer yourself?
Lifts in the vehicle? No.
You transfer yourself?
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
There's no lifts in the vehicle.
Have you always transferred yourself?
If the vehicle's too high, then somebody will pass me.
Mm.
If I drive myself, then I do myself.
Mm-hmm. And what are the physical kinds of discomforts that you find for being in a chair? Any physical challenges? Do your hips get sore? Do your feet swell? Do your fingers seize up?
Yeah, when you sit up too long. But my daughter gave me some socks. I loved them. I could sit all day and my feet wouldn't even swell.
They're pressure socks.
I think they're diabetic socks.
Mm.
They come right up to the knee.
Yeah, those are the pressure ones that keep the feet from expanding.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. You've got the daughter with the right idea of gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And with your knee here, what's going on?
Oh, I broke it.
How did you do that?
When I was transferring into my chair, when I was swiveling back, my knee got caught in between the two chairs, and I didn't realize it without me trying to get over, and I looked down, and there's
Mm-hmm.
oh shit! So I had to move back and bring my knee back up. It was already broken.
How's it doing?
Not good, the doctor said, but
How long ago was that?
I had an appointment last week.
Mm. And when you broke it, was that last month?
No, it was last year.
Oh, that's an injury you've been dealing with?
Yeah, well, I can't feel it, so.
Mm. So do you have any sensation from your hips to your toes?
No.
That's convenient when you've got something that you're recovering from.
Mm-hmm.
And with your background in the north, were you born up in the north?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were born and raised here. Soto.
And what kind of culture is that for comparison with other nations in the north?
Cree.
Cree. So does that come from the center of Canada, from the prairies?
What do you mean?
Did people move here or were they always here? Is Cree a nation that is...
Yeah, some migrated from Manitoba.
Yeah, that's where I know about Cree, is the Saskatchewan.
Yeah. That's the Plains Cree. We are Bush Cree.
Bush Cree.
Yeah, that's what they call us.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Different kind of trap lines. And what was the way in which people raised their food? Was it to do with going to the coast and fishing? Was it to do with
what?
Raising grain? Was it hunting? Was it... How did people sustain themselves?
We lived off the land. Like, well, we There's grocery stores, of course. We're not talking back in the 1800s.
But you're what, third generation, fourth generation in this corner?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so were people doing trap lines and
Yeah, still doing trap line.
mm-hmm,
My grandpa, we grew up on the trap line.
mm-hmm.
My grandpa's trap line. We went there before Easter, and then we'd come back when it started snowing. So we were there all year, all summer, all spring.
And where would there be when you say
His trap line.
How long was it? What was that like? Like, did it cover a huge territory or?
Yep. Yep. Did a lot of hunting. Everything my grandpa killed, my grandma cooked and ate.
So you learned how to skin and stretch and
Oh yeah,
all that kind of thing.
like moose hides.
And is that how the drum came about?
Mm-hmm.
That was part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think there was elk.
And is that the connective tissue? Like, is that the skin with the fur not on it? How do they make a drum?
Easy. Well, my grandpa, he was the keeper of the drum.
That's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like being the mayor.
Yeah, through us. He had something big about that. I can't remember how that went. But yeah.
In terms of his honor or how he was seen. And is that the drum?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Well, it's one of them. This is the last drum he ever made. It was mine.
And I heard that women traditionally didn't drum, that the men were the ones that drummed.
That's up north.
Oh, I see.
That's Denizal.
And where you are, everybody can drum?
Yeah.
That's progressive. But
you're just not allowed to touch a drum when you're on your moon time.
Really? It might light up.
What do you mean?
The drum. Why wouldn't you touch it?
I don't get it.
When you have a moon time, why? What was?
When you're bleeding. When the girl's bleeding, you're not allowed to touch a drum.
Where does that come from?
That's our tradition.
And do you like drumming? Like, is that something that
drumming.
You love drumming? Would you be able to play, or is it only a special occasion? What do you play for?
Ceremonies, hand games. Hand games is a huge thing.
And they drum and sing at the same time as playing the hand games?
No, the drums, when they're playing by themselves, there's hand games. But if there's ceremony, yes, they'll sing. My grandpa sang.
Oh, that's great. You must miss that.
I do, very much.
Oh, yeah. And is your grandson interested in playing or singing?
Yeah, but he's
is there anyone
shy. We'll get him into it.
Is there anyone in the family that's taken up your love of doing that?
They all do.
Oh, they all do. Oh, that must be nice for you. That's a good feeling. So
my youngest grandson, he's one. He's got his own drum.
And he plays with you?
He plays, yes.
Well, that's really lovely.
You're teaching them.
You're bringing them up well.
I hope so.
All the traditions they need up here.
Yeah. Yes, I even speak my own language to them.
And do they grow up learning to understand and speak it themselves?
Well, they understand. They try to say it, but yeah, they're coming along.
Mm.
But
And tell me about touch. You have always massaged your kids and
yep, my grandsons.
your grandsons. And when and how do you do that? Do you hold them on your lap or?
Well, yeah,
Are
when
they-
they're watching TV or something, they rub their legs in the back.
Mm.
But at nighttime, um, that's when they really like it. So play with their hair, their belly, their backs, their legs. I even do their feet once in a while.
That's great. And do you use oil or
No.
anything? You just use the touch. Have you always been like that? You've got a zillion cats here, so I imagine you're a tactile type.
Well, these are all Winter and her kids. Their cats.
Mm.
They're just visiting.
Visiting cats.
Mm.
Oh, so you're friendly to other people's animals.
Oh yeah. We always had dogs, but Winter's Layla's last dog. He was he's just this tiny little chihuahua cute thing. He died Christmas morning. That was sad. But this last time we had a dog in a long time.
Mm. Mm.
Like 8 years ago.
And when you're getting massages from family or friends or going to a more formal professional situation, where does it benefit you the most?
What do you mean?
When you get a massage, is it shoulders, lower back, arms, legs?
Shoulders, I think.
Mm. And do you get family or friends to do that for you?
Yeah, they do. Even when we're visiting, we'll go see people. Everybody together. There's somebody come behind you. Sit there and enjoy it.
It sounds like normal activities in your family.
Yeah. We have a big family.
How many is big?
Oh my god. My great grandma had 19 children.
I don't think
my grandma and my grandpa had 12. And my mom and dad had 7. So yeah.
You have 6 siblings.
And on my grandpa's side, he only had two sons. My great grandpa. And my grandma and grandma, they had 13.
And how many kids did you have?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I buried a son.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And did you have all the kids before your accident?
Oh, of course.
Long time ago?
Mm-hmm.
How old are they now?
Who?
Your kids.
They're up there. They have their own kids, their own families.
So they're 20s, 30s?
They're up there.
So if you were going to suggest to anybody about where they would most benefit from being massaged if they were in a wheelchair and like you, they could use their arms, what would you suggest they look for?
What do you mean?
Where would you suggest they get a focus for their massages from your experience being in a chair? You're the one
would be the back.
The back?
Because your arms already get a lot of workouts.
Mm-hmm.
Be the back, lower back, upper back, further.
Yeah, I've always worked on people's arms and hands when they're freewheelers like you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to be able to keep everything moving. So I find if people who are not electronic, but like you, they've got 2 wheels on the ground that they're doing themselves, they really have to be careful to keep their arms strong and their hands so they're always able to grip.
Yeah, always.
Mm-hmm. How have you kept your arms so strong? Is it just your lifestyle?
I guess.
Some people swim. Some people do other things, that mobilize their shoulders.
I just stay out of the pool.
Mm.
When I was at Jeff Strong, yeah.
Yeah, that pool's nice and warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Wasn't for you.
No. I just stayed out of it.
Were you a fisher person when you were younger? Did you guys
Yeah, I grew up at the lake.
go at the lake? Yeah.
Moberly Lake.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything that you think would be good to make sure people know who are in a family, like in terms of you getting massages? Any suggestions for people for how to be able to access somebody in the chair, or, you know, standing, sitting, squatting? When people are massaging you, how are they best organized around you?
But they'd have to be standing if they were standing behind me.
Mm. Some people sit in a stool or that kind of thing, you know.
No, I've always had people stand behind me.
Mm. And along your arms and your legs, just adapting to wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get massages more when you're stretched out of the chair, or do you get massages when you're in the chair?
What do you mean?
Like when you're getting a massage, is it that you're on your
like I
couch?
said, we're at functions. I'm not going to be leaned down anywhere. I'm always in my chair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But when you're getting any shoulder rubs, that kind of thing, is that at functions or at home here?
Both, actually.
Well, that's neat. You're adaptable anywhere and everywhere.
I have to be.
Well, a lot of people are very private. They don't want anyone touching them in public, sort of thing, you know. So it's always good to find out what everybody's doing differently, you know.
Your own, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, to your own, it's great. And the power of touch, that seems to be a really big factor in your family.
Yes. We're hands on.
Mm-hmm. And those little boys are really used to being cuddled.
Oh my gosh, they are. Constantly have one or all three of them on my lap. My three youngest grandsons.
It's not exactly a huge lap. Like
no.
They really know how to climb on you.
Oh yeah. They know how to work it.
That's great. That's wonderful. Well, thank you for giving us good ideas and especially inspiration about people not being afraid to not just massage the people around you, but also get massaged. You know, there's a lot of people that haven't been in that kind of loving atmosphere that you have, you know, who are in wheelchairs. It can be very lonely and isolating too. This is a friendly home.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. That's great. So when anyone, if you're passing this along to other people, you know, getting them to do a little clip means then they can show this to the entire clan and be able to learn how to do this, because it's good for people that are growing. You're how old?
15.
And still growing. So this sort of thing, all sort of growth spurts, you know, sometimes people's skin stretches, sometimes. Where do you feel any achiness when you get in a growing spurt?
Growing pains.
In your legs. Yeah, that's where it's really common. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'll do it on you, Karen, as you do it on Evan. So I'm going to scoop on the shoulders, and then we're going to put you to work right here. So you're going to be standing where I am, Winter. So come on up. And we're just going to warm up our hands like this. We're just going to go from the shoulders down and just give any old squeeze. Yeah. And more whole hand, like this kind of thing, because you're warming up your own hand. Yep, that's good. Okay, so what we're going to do this time is squeeze and hold it. So we're going to grab his shoulders, and we're going to get the thumb out of there so the heel of your hand's doing the work, and just lift up on shoulders. And then you're going to take a good squeeze, and you're not going to be able to do the bouncy thing. So let me show you. We're going to go up, hold on, deep breath, and then let go as he breathes out. So it's a really slow one. So scoop up, deep breath in, you guys, And then let go, breathe out, and let go of your grip. Good. And then you got to use the F word, feedback, feedback, feedback. So you got to tell her, was that firm enough? Or should she be firmer or lighter? Lighter? Okay, she's got a vice grip on you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll do that one more time and see if you get it right. Okay, so scoop up. Hold on, is that better pressure? She's a little lighter. Okay, good. And then breathe it out. Nice work. And then what we're going to do is have you let your chin drop to your chest, Evan. And we're going to do some thumb work. So, and we're going to have to stretch because she's going to lean forward a bit on this. So it's like this. We're doing a digital compression. So we're going left, right, and try not to choke them as you go up here. And then slow down. And the slower you go, the more control you have and the more depth. So take it really slow there. We're going to take it slow here. And then you're going to do mine. So we're going to be in a train here. So that way, so don't go faster than what I'm doing, Winter. So we're going 1, 2. So we'll get it all together here. We're going right and then left and then right and then left. You could be more adventurous, Winter. You can lean on me. And when we're in this position, if we do a stride position, like 1 foot in front of the, then you can lean with your body weight. And same thing with you, Karen. You can lean forward. And Evan, how's that pressure? Good. Okay, should she be firmer or lighter? Okay, so that way you can lean and you can just tuck your chin in a bit there, Karen. Good. And we're going all the way up. You can even be more pressure there, Winter. Yep. And I'm going to move a little closer to your mom. We got it. This is good. How are you doing, Evan? You're the only one not at work. We're working hard behind you here. This is good. And then big scoop up, everybody. And hold on, breathe in. That's really good, Winter. And breathe out and let go. Okay, we're going to come a little closer. And, you might want to slip your glasses off for this or just up on your head because we're going to go for temples. So, Evan, you need to lean right back. Yeah. I think we might take the pillow away just so we can get you a little closer. So I'm going to get you. So, yeah. And just wiggle yourself back so you're right. There you go. Yep. You can lean on that one. Okay, here we go. So with this, we're going up to the temples. This is often where people get headaches. So you want to be right on the tips. Oh, that's good. Thank you. And then we're going to go from the temples down to the jaw. I think in this household, there's a lot of exercise here with the laughing muscles. Yep. Yeah, the throat is good, but I go back up here to the ear. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, Winter, you got it. Yep. And you can even go closer to the front of the ear. Okay, now let's take the pointer fingers only. Yep, and then slow it down, Karen. And you can leave your thumbs on the side of his head like a tripod. Yep. And is that too much?
No.
Okay. And Evan, is that too much? Okay. And I'll get you, right? Okay, now if we wiggle our jaws from side to side, so Evan, close your mouth, open your mouth, wiggle your jaw from side to side, then you can feel those little ligaments bouncing around. That's where you need to be. And then I'll let you go forward onto your mom, and I'll go supervise down below here. Yeah. And then when you do that, go slower and upward. And you can just let your mouth relax now. Yeah. So go the other way, Karen. Reverse. There you go. The upward motion works better. And same thing, Winter. Go the other way. And I'm going to bring your fingers right around to the front of her, like right there. There's a little notch there. How is she doing? Did she get an A or a B? A B. Maybe a B plus then. Okay. You're doing good. Great. Okay, and then where was your favorite? The jaw or the temples?
The jaw.
Okay, he's going to stay at the jaw. What about you?
The temple.
The temple, so we're going up in the world. So I'll show you what this feels like. I can dodge your glasses. So we're going like this right on the tips of your fingertips. And you feel how I'm pressing in a bit more than you. So it's more tips of the fingers. And when you get the tips, it really works. And you can put 2 or 3 fingers together there, Winter, right up here. Yep. And then don't be afraid to really press. And try the other way, upward. You got it. Yeah. So it's more like pressing in. Sorry. Here. Yep. Oh, that's good. You guys are naturals. That's hardly anything for me to teach. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we might need to lose the baseball cap for this one. Okay. Want to grab it? And then this one, we're going like this. We're going up the nose and out the eyebrows. Up the nose and out the eyebrows. And it's really nice when you've got a headache or something like that. So, yep, here we go. And then you're going to, and it's just by feel because you can't see. You don't have a rear view mirror. But we're going right up the top, that ridge. So right up this ridge and out the eyebrows. And there's sinuses along the upper orbit of the eye. So you can go right along the eyebrows themselves and take your time. Yep, that's good. I know it feels weird, but if you get, yeah, and you can go a little higher on Evan's eyebrows. Yeah, and then out. Yeah. Yeah. And if you go right along the ridge, it really helps drain the sinuses. Yeah, we're rearranging your nose. She did that on purpose. Very nice. Good, good, good. Okay, here comes the good finale. So is it okay if I mess up your wonderful hairdo? Okay, so we're going to go like this. So it's a claw-like grip that you want to get on the scalp. This is like the best headache reducer. And it's like taking the lid off the garbage can. You can really relieve a lot of pressure in the whole head by just working here.
Yeah,
That's
don't
good.
Use your nails.
So what you want to do is grip on and move the underlying structures. So it's not like back and forth like that. Let me show you. So put your fingers on mine. I'll take you for a ride. So it's a bit of a claw-like grip, and then feel how I move like that.
My.
And then I go to a new spot.
I like that.
And then I go to a new spot. So, and I'll do it on you as you're doing it on your mom. I can go on my tiptoes so you can stand up. Okay, so there we go, that way. And then move to a new spot. And then move to a new spot. And you can last longer than if you're going back and forth rubbing. The hair follicle gets irritated. So that's, you can even be more claw-like, Winter. Yep, yep. And more circles. Watch me. So you want to hook on like that and go around and around. So hook on like that and really move. Yep. Oh, yeah. She's got the grip thing going, right? It's very nice. And when you've got such thick hair like that, often people really appreciate it. Yeah. And go slower. So again, if you go slow, you get more control and more depth. So you really want to go slow and grip. And and go ahead, Karen. What's the difference between what I'm doing and what your grandma's doing? Mm-hmm. So yeah, more pressure. She can put more pressure. Is that better now? Okay. And you can kind of do it as though you're opposing, because it's easier to grip and control the head when you're going side to side, like that or like that kind of idea. But often, keep going. They won't tell you to stop. It feels good. But it's the very top. Doesn't the top feel neat? Yeah. Like it's just about like the very top is even more sensitive than the sides. Yeah. But you have a whole family of thick hair. And I think it's even more significant when you're massaging. And then you've got this fancy hairdo.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to see.
Oh.
I play with her.
Oh. You're the whiz. That's great. Okay, so we're going to reverse. We're going to keep you in the middle. You're going up to the shoulders. And Winter, you're coming on down to the knee rest here. And thank you, thank you. And that way we can just show people more ways of doing this in the family plan. And then the homework assignment, of course, is to see how you practice. That is great. You've got a stride position. Let's go for the lean back and see if you want the pillow, or are you okay like that? You can oh no, you are scooted back. How is that for you, Winter? You want to try it and see? Here we go. Yep. And those breaks are good. Well, so much for those breaks are good. Yeah. So you keep your grandma in one place there. Yeah. But I would still say do a stride position. So if you put one foot in front of the other, yeah. And not so much that way. Nice try. This way. So one foot in front instead of side to side. We're not doing the breaks. We're just going for your body pressure. So let me show you. Get out of the way.
Yeah, the way I get
Thank you.
hold
Okay.
when,
So
I get
what?
off my
See
chair.
this kind of stride? That's what you want. And then that way you can lock your elbows and you can lean onto your thumbs. So you're not just taking the power from your arms. And the same thing, Karen, you can lock your elbows so they're not bent like that. Lock them and then lean on her. And that's better. Okay, so we're going to go slow on this one. First, we're going to scoop up on the shoulders like we did on you. So everyone scoop up and breathe deep. Nice. And breathe out and let go. Nice work. Oh, except get the thumbs out of there. So it's actually using the heel of your hand. And scoop up. Nice work. And breathe out and let go. And we'll do one more. And I would say get more in the bulk of her muscle there. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and then scoop her right up, just like a cat holds a kitten. Good. And down. And then we're going to get you to take your glasses off and drop your chin to your chest. And then we're going to do that digital compression. And remember, slow as you go. You can never go too slow with that because then you get more depth. That's better, but it's still fast. Okay, let's do the pace here, and then your grandma will slow down to us. Okay, put your thumbs right on mine. Okay, I'll take you for a ride. So we go right and then left and then right, but lean onto your front leg and then you'll get, yeah, that's it. So you're actually getting the weight of your body onto your arms. So you want to use your body weight. Yeah, and you can be more on the tip of your thumb, Evan. And you can be a little further away so we don't rearrange your spine. There you go. Yeah, you have bendy thumbs. That's hard, isn't it, to keep them stiff? But do what you can, like go up at an angle like that. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And again, slow. So you want to go right and left and right and left and right up to the base of her skull. And the same thing, Evan. If you drop your head just a little bit, Karen, we can do that. Yep. And just keep going right up there. Yeah, just keep going right up. You go right up to the base of the skull there, and it really is good for headaches. Get rid of neck tension, and often a headache will disappear. It's like uncorking the bottle. Nice work. How are you doing down there, Winter? Yay. So this will
Falling
add
asleep
to
yet?
your bedtime routine. Okay, so let's also do something new, and let's just wake them up right away. Okay, so we're going to do a loose fingertip hacking. So it's a flicking of the fingers like this, and then you put them together so they act as one. Yep. And you just go right out the shoulders from side to side. Yep. You can do that side. I'll do this side. Okay, I'll race you. Here we go. Down to one. Great. And let's go down her back too while we're at it. That's good. And back up. I'll switch sides with you. Here we go. So we're getting the fancy treatment up here with your mom, Winter, but okay. And then let's move down your grandma's arms. And then you get that side, I'll get that side. And you can do one hand on either side. Here, Karen, like you were doing. That's good. You can do one there and one there.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. So you got 3 hands. Okay, now the thing is flick the fingers. Don't hold them stiff. Let them flick, 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 flick. How are we doing?
Okay.
Okay, and then that light reflex stroking goes like this, right from the top. You take that arm, I'll take this arm.
Yoke.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Now, what's a favorite that we could do? We've got temples, we've got jaw, we've got sinuses. What would you like? Winter?
At the top of the head.
Okay. So that was a hit. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. And nice work. Yeah. And you can do circles too. Put your fingers on mine. I'll take them for a ride. Okay. So it's like this circular thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
And then
that.
I'm really like this on my tips. Yeah. That claw-like grip is perfect. This is lovely. Oh, yes. That's great. Evan, you're a fast learner. Good work, Karen. How's your mom doing? Did she get an A, B, B+? Whoa. That was more generous than Evan. That's great. Okay. And what would you like for a finale? Which stroke would you like us to do as a finish? Okay, got temples there. And what would you like, Karen?
Yeah, we can do temple.
Okay, there you go. So this one is right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, you can keep the fingers straight and you can really pivot. Yeah, and don't be afraid to ask about pressure. I haven't been doing enough of that, so use the F word. Feedback, feedback, feedback. Yeah. That's great. And remember,
Like it.
slow and then firm. So it's like drilling in this way. Oh, there you go. That's better.
Yeah.
And slow it down more. Yes. And it's easier to go firmer when you go slower. Yep. And even your grandma's slowing down here too. This is good. Yep. Nice. And you can put that pointer finger in on the game. And when you're on the skin change, where from skin to scalp, it's more sensitive. So that's always a good idea to be back like that where you are. So for the massaging that you do in the family, you were saying it's a bedtime massage that's happening with kids?
My 2 youngest ones, yeah.
Ah. And did you get massages when you were little? So we've got it happening with the kids. That's great. That's wonderful. Well, thank you all. That was really, really good. Yay.
Thank you.
That was really wonderful. And then we will have homework assignments. So it's like there is a prize for who does the most massages. And you'll never guess what the prize is. Oh, great.
Oh, someone got out.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is good. When kids see other people getting massaged, especially a big brother, are you an uncle or a brother? Yes. The big brother getting the massage and doing the massage, that's really great.
Yeah, he's the oldest and he's the youngest.
Hi.
Hi, Maxwell.
Hi,
Hi,
Maxwell.
Baby J.
Hi.
Second youngest one. Hello.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, you guys.
You're welcome.
That was wonderful. Yay. Thanks. Okay. So just going to say this little prayer. It's really good. And I think we can hold hands all the way around. Don't want to hold hands. Yeah. I put my hands in yours, and together we can do what we could never do alone. No longer is there a sense of hopelessness. No longer must we each depend upon our own unsteady willpower. We're all together now, reaching out our hands for power and strength greater than ours. And as we join hands, we find love and understanding beyond our wildest dreams. Yeah, you are a good squeezer. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. And we can practice. Yeah. There we go.
Healing with our hands all across our land, because we are wheelers of the